Now, moving on to the next fight. Now, this fight was a short notice fight, and it was actually on the prelims, but no, it wasn't on the prelims. Was it on the prelims originally?
I can't remember.
Well, anyway, this was a short notice fight. Gunnar Nelson defeats Bryan Barberena in the first round by armbar. Now, once again, listen, I'm just going to let the listeners and viewers know. For this card, first time ever, I went 0-5 on picks. I think for the last card, was I 4-1 on picks? I don't think I was 5-0, but I had a really good ratio on the last card. I think I was 4-1 on picks. Listeners, check us out at the Highly Advised Podcast to confirm that. That night I was 0-5 for picks, and I really thought Bryan Barberena was going to be able to rough up Gunnar Nelson and then score a late TKO on him. But Gunnar Nelson, he showed he's a man on a mission, and the way he got that armbar just looked like he was just levels above Bryan Barberena.
Yeah, man.
I think for Gunnar Nelson, he has earned himself to fight a top 15 contender, maybe even a low-ranking top 10 contender. Who knows? But his next fight needs to be a ranked opponent. It's time to see if Gunnar Nelson can make a real run at the title.
I wasn't expecting the fight to go that way. Gunnar Nelson went in and dominated that fight as soon as it hit the ground, and it wasn't on the feet for too long for it to really have any effect on the fight. Bryan Barberena just looked like he just wasn't prepared for what Gunnar Nelson had for him on the ground. And honestly, I'm not going to lie, I didn't expect the fight to go like that at all. I figured that Bryan Barberena was at least going to be able to work his way out of those decisions and make the fight a little bit more scrappy, but Gunnar Nelson went in there and finished it really quick, and I think surprised a lot of people. So shout out to him for that.
Yeah, good on him. He just shows that, hey, he's not fucking around, and he's on another level. So good for Gunnar Nelson.
So say it again.
No, I was gonna move on to the next fight, the Casey O'Neill Jennifer Maia fight. I was wrong, but I think you were right on this one.
Yeah, I was right on this one. This is the only one I was right on, actually.
I thought Casey O'Neill was gonna. I thought it was her time to shine, but I also said in a prediction, hey, if you can't beat the Jennifer Maias of the world, then you might not be ready for that level. Jennifer Maia just beat her on the feet, kind of controlled the pace of the fight. I think her experience really gave her the edge. Now, there was nothing flashy about this fight, listeners, but this fight right here just goes to show that there is levels between a former title challenger and somebody who's not even ranked. So good on Jennifer Maia for winning. I didn't really notice, but that's back-to-back wins for Jennifer Maia, so she's probably about 2 fights away from probably challenging for a title again, depending on who she fights, of course. Casey O'Neill just has to go back to the drawing board, take it as a learning lesson, because she didn't get finished, which is good, but she did get kind of shut out a little bit. But I think that Casey O'Neill should have hang her head low, because I believe that she will bounce back from this and be better. The only thing you could do is be better and just learn from her mistakes with the Jennifer Maia fight and work on her craft. And one day we might see a ranking next to her name. But that was just Jennifer Maia's night. She just showed that she had the better game plan. She had the better damn it, I did it again. She had the better she had the better adjustment in the fight, because she also said in the post-fight press conference that her game plan was to grapple, but once she felt like that wasn't really working, then she went ahead and decided to box more, and it worked out for her. So,
yeah, when I was watching the fight, it just looked like Jennifer Maia was just a little bit better on her feet for most of the exchanges that her and Casey O'Neill had. It just seemed like you said, she was just better than her that night. And hats off to her for that. She pulled it off. Casey O'Neill, go back to the drawing board, get your shit together, and then come back and then win another fight. And that's all it is. There's other fights that she has at flyweight that she can get into. I don't think she's necessarily. It wasn't the worst loss she could have took, but she, just needs to improve a little bit. That's all that fight says to me. Hey, like, you didn't get finished. You didn't necessarily get like dominated. She was just better than you. She was just better than her.
So let me ask this before we move on to the opening fight of the pay-per-view. Do you think, after watching that Jennifer Maia Casey O'Neill fight, that's still a fight that Tatum Suarez should take next if offered to her?
Yes. I
Okay.
think she can win that fight.
Okay. All right.